In the previous video, we learned how Africa was a land of great civilization, filled with knowledge, strength, and culture. But then, everything changed. This time, we will uncover one of the darkest chapters in human history, the transatlantic slave trade. Millions of African men, women, and children were taken from their homes, sold as property, and forced to build the Western world. Before slavery, before colonization, Africa was already powerful. It was the land of kings and queens, of art, knowledge, and rich civilizations. But then, everything changed. In the 15th century, European powers arrived, first in search of gold, ivory, and spices. But soon, something darker began: the buying and selling of human lives. This became what we now call the transatlantic slave trade, one of the most painful and defining chapters in human history. It started around the 1400s when European traders built forts along the West African coast. At first, Africans were traded as prisoners of war or servants. But as the demand for cheap labor grew in the Americas, people became a cargo. Men, women, and children sold, chained, and shipped across the ocean. The journey was known as the Middle Passage. Imagine being locked in the dark, crowded ship for months without air, food, or freedom. Many never survived it. Those who did arrive in strange lands, stripped of their names, their languages, and their families. They were forced to build plantations, cities, and empires, the very foundations of the modern Western world. The impact was massive. Africa lost millions of its strongest generations, its farmers, its thinkers, its future leaders. Whole communities were destroyed. But even in chains, Africans carried something no one could take away: their spirit. They carried Africa in their hearts, through song, through faith, through resilience. And from that pain, new cultures were born, in music, in food, in language, and in identity. That's how the Africa diaspora began, a global community of people connected by struggle, survival, and strength. This story is not just about pain, it's about endurance. It's about people who refused to be broken, people who turned suffering into survival, and survival into legacy. Learning this story is not about dividing us by color, it's about connecting us through truth. Because only by understanding where we come from, we can know where we are going.